Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be looking at more forms of government. Once again, this is a video for my civics class, so if you are in my civics class, this will be a video you will want to watch. Okay, so this is the slide that we left off with last time. It's about democracy, and we had just discussed how direct democracy is impractical in modern industrialized nations, and most of those have become what are called republics. Now, what is a republic, you might be wondering? Well, do we have a republic here? Think about that for a moment. Well, if you had thought about it, yes, we do have a republic here. Because a republic is an indirect form of democracy that places political decision-making on representatives of the people elected. So, we have a republic here because we have an indirect form of democracy. We elect people by voting for them, and we vote for the ones that we think will make the best decisions, who will best represent our interests. So that is what that's what a republic is formed of. Now we're going to talk about ways that national power can be organized in different forms of government. The first system we're going to talk about is a unitary system. Ultimate authority rests in the national government. This is the type of government organization that Britain has. They have a unitary system. In Britain, local governments may make decisions, but the national government can override these decisions as they see fit. So while the local governments do have some power, the ultimate authority rests in the national government, the upper level. Now, the national government could go as far as to completely abolish the local government. Now, they won't do this because the national government needs the local government to take care of the smaller issues. You know, while the ultimate authority does rest in the national government and they can override a local government, they need those little local governments to take care of the smaller issues so that the national government can handle the big issues. Next up are federal systems, and this is what we have in our country. A federal system divides power over people and territory between national government and smaller regional levels of government. This is a United States invention. We were the first country to do this. The national government and regional government can act independent of each other, but cannot reorganize or abolish each other. So, we have a federal system in our country because we have the national federal government. You know, things like the White House, Capitol Building, Pentagon, you know, all those big national buildings. But we also have smaller regional levels of government. You know, we have governors, like how in West Virginia we have Jim Justice. All the way down to we have local small government too. Those are all, they can act independent of each other, but they can't really get rid of each other. Only 25 nations have this form of government, and we are one of them. Next up is what is called the Confederate system. Now, in this system, independent states join forces by forming a central government or a confederation. The states are independent, but the central government makes decisions of common interest. This is more of like a loose alliance of states. The early United States had this form of government. Back whenever we were under the Articles of Confederation, you know, before we had the Constitution, we were a Confederate system. This was also the type of government the Confederate States of America had from 1861 to 1865. The European Union is a current example of a confederation. It is a loose alliance of different countries, and they do come together to make decisions together that are of common interest to all the members of the confederation. Presidents and parliaments. The presidential system is defined by having a president that is elected by the people for a limited term of office, like we do here. The key feature to this system is that the president's power is balanced by the legislature. Now, we will get into checks and balances here shortly, but this system works because the president's power is balanced by the legislature. The legislature can balance the president. However, this may also be a weakness. If the president and the legislature are of different opinions, they may refuse to cooperate. And we have seen that numerous times in our country. How many times have you heard about people in Washington refusing to cooperate with each other? I mean, every day, pretty much, it seems. The president and the legislature are independent of each other in this system. Like we have here, we have the president and we have the legislature. They aren't together. They don't, meaning that they don't have the same powers. They have different powers. But there are systems where they are one and the same. In this system, the executive and legislative branch are combined. This is the parliamentary system. In place of a president, the parliament as a prime minister is chosen by the parliament. The parliament has a prime minister instead of a president. Now, the benefit of this is it is easier to pass laws, but the disadvantage is the prime minister can do nothing to oppose the parliament. Parliament can completely tell a prime minister what to do. You know, they are together, so usually it's easier to get laws passed through, but the prime minister can't really do anything if the parliament doesn't allow him to. In this picture, this is the current Prime Minister of the UK, Boris Johnson. Okay, guys, this is the end of this video, but I have another YouTube video linked here at the end. I'll put a copy of this link in the description of this video, and it is a video that goes on to discuss presidential systems and parliamentary systems and the difference between the two. So I'd like to thank you all for watching my video, and I hope everyone is having a great day. See you again soon.